Now, I wasn't gonna do this video because the performance happened like 6 or 7 days ago, and a lot of people on YouTube have been talking about it, so it's like, well, I'll make a video about it. But after reviewing several videos and people making excuses for what happened or what didn't happen on that performance on New Year's Eve day with Mariah Carey, I'm just gonna make a video because I don't give a fuck at this point. Anyway, this video is not to bash Mariah. Mariah is a legend. She's been in the game for over, well, almost 30 years. I'm not gonna put age. It's been like 26 years when her first album came out, and she sold over 200 million copies. Like only two other female singers have done that, and that's Madonna and Celine Dion. And also, she has 18 number one singles. Like that's unheard of. Like the only person who has more singles than her are the Beatles at this point. But even with all those facts, Mariah's a legend. But even with that, Mariah would be a Sun Queen at the end of the day. She tried to sell it this lackluster performance, which it was going to be regardless of she was singing live or not. And clearly she wasn't singing live and she got caught. But that is what it is at this point. Anyway, the performance was okay at the beginning when she was singing, I believe, the New York, no, the New Year's Eve song or whatever, and it was okay. And then she got to "We Belong Together," and this is literally one of her biggest hits. I think after "One Tweet Day," and I think for the people who were in the crowd, this is probably the song that they were going to remember the most because a lot of these people were young and they're probably millennials or whatever. So this was probably one of the songs out of her number ones, out of her 18 number ones, they will probably remember because this is one of the more popular songs of the early 2000s or whatever. And she was walking around. I was like, oh, this is all right. This is all right. And then her microphone, she puts her microphone down. It's like she's like this. She's singing. Everybody knows the song. And then she put the microphone right here, and it's like, Mariah, the song is playing. Like, oh my goodness, she's like literally lip singing live on television. But anyway, I'm gonna say like I said earlier, but I don't think I said it earlier. But if you know anything about these live performances, like the Macy Parade, you know these songs are like pre-recorded because a lot of production companies don't like to do live performances because they fear that something can go dramatically wrong, or they fear that the artist might say something controversial and they don't want to have a backlash for that. But even so, it was a mess. It was like Mariah, she wasn't trying to lip sing for her life, if you get that quote. But she wasn't even doing that. Rue would have chopped her. She would have been sent home. And at the end of the day, it was a hot mess. The performance was a mess. She gave up during the performance, and that wasn't even the worst part about it. Then she gets to Emotion, and she's like, "If y'all know this song, sing along with me." But a lot of people wasn't born during when the song went to number one, which she was claiming. Like, even so, it got worse from that at that point because once you start singing Emotions, it was like there were no emotions because she wasn't singing the song. It's like she didn't hit the high note, and now it's like, is she hitting these high notes anymore? Because I know voices change over time. It's like when you get older, your voice change. If you smoke, your voice change. You get pregnant, as you have a baby, your voice change. So if you drink, your voice change. I'm not saying she was drunk, but it was definitely a hot mess. It's like she didn't give anything in the performance. She just walked around and played with her hair and played with her necklace. And people were saying, well, she was just playing with her microphone. Usually her microphone is like at her lower back, like where that so it would be fixed, be able to fix or whatever because she has her microphone right here. And at the end of the day, Mariah didn't care. I feel like Mariah didn't care. She walked off the stage and then she tweaked it like a couple hours later. Shit happens. Like, yeah, shit happens. But if you're gonna give a basic ass performance and get read by everybody, then you shouldn't get mad and stop blaming people. At the end of the day, you were not prepared. Like, I don't care. Your dancer showed you getting lifted up, but at the end of the day, you weren't prepared. You weren't prepared. If as a true performer, if that was like a Michael or a Prince, you know, even though they passed, or a Janet or Madonna, the show must go on regardless. So if you could actually sing like the girls of the '90s could sing, because she's not known for, even Mariah, she's not even known for being a dancer. You could pick up the microphone and actually do some live vocals, but clearly her voice is not where it used to be at the end of the day. And as a fan, I wouldn't even mind if she could have sounded a hot mess, or it could have been not a good performance, as long as she tried. But she didn't try at the end of the day, and that's what's kind of disappointing at the end of the day, that she didn't try and she gave up. And I would have overlooked all of it, the diva shenanigans, the fact that she wasn't singing, the fact that she wasn't dancing, let alone moving, the fact that she telling the crowd to sing along and she's not even singing the song. I could have looked all of that, overlooked all of that, but at the end of the day, it was what it was. But at the end of the day, I said at the end of the day a lot, but Mariah's a legend, and Mariah should be treated and respected as a legend. We have lost a lot of legends over the years. We lost Michael, we lost Prince, we lost George, we lost David over the last couple of years. So we need to, and we, of course, Whitney. We lost those over the last couple of years, and we need to respect the legends while they're still here. And at the end of the day, I do think Mariah will recover, but I do think she needs to take a break. Maybe, I won't say retirement should be in her near future, but I think she needs to, like I said, take a break and maybe do a Vegas show, maybe record a new album, because her last couple albums have been good albums, you know. And I've been listening to not her last album, but the album before, Memoirs of Her Imperfect Angel, on my iPod a lot. I like her. I like a lot of those songs looking back. So that's all I have to say on this matter. I might as well talk about the Kim Morrell situation while I'm here for the next couple of seconds before. At the end of the day, whether you agree with homosexuality or agree with what she said, she has a right to her opinion. My battery just went dead. She has the right to her opinion at the end of the day. So that's about it. Goodbye.